Hi and welcome to our channel. This is Mr. Fusion Designs. Today we have another build from Hachette. This is the Batmobile Tumbler Pack 13. So let's take a look at our magazine. And see what we need to build today. So let's see. Okay, we are continuing with our Eleanor and putting that in place. Great, and that's how the finished part will look. So let's get on with that. These are our parts. So let's open up our box. And we have AP, WP, some brackets, so R3, R2, and the holder, and also the aileron, which is like a wing. So let's put this on. We are working on the part from previous issue, and we need this. Let's see, go closer. So that part, and we need to drop this in. It has to go, let's just see. It's not, is it that way? No, it's this way. So you can see it's like more level to this. Hopefully you could tell what I'm saying. And I should always get my screw. Well, we need a WP screw. And let's try and hold this in place. We need to screw this onto that, and let's just try like before. It's not easy because you need a couple of hands or fingers to hold everything together, which I think I got a good angle there. I moved. Let's try again. And just hold that just like that, making sure that's on, which it is. Then go back a little bit. That could be a bit loose. Just enough until you see it move. I think that's fine. Okay, great. At least that's on. We need now R3. Just there. We have also in this issue R2, but we need R3. Also AP screws. And this will be slotting into this aileron. I really hope these work. For this much effort. Let's put this in its position. There we go. So let's just get our screw onto our screwdriver, and that's the first one going in. Perfect. So that's one. Now we need to connect the other side, hopefully where I bent this slightly up, just so this can come closer to this aileron. Hopefully this will line up as well. Let me just get my screw ready. Okay, now we need R2 and just slot that in. Put this in its position. There we go. Oops. I think we have to try that again. Okay, we're there. Is that in? Yep. And two more just here. That's the first one going in. Perfect. So, I think that's fine. Let's see how that's moving. That moves really well. And I believe that should be fine. So, with that, we are finished with this issue. So let's move on to our next one. This is issue 66. Let's move our parts again to the side. Take a look at our magazine. Wow, that's cool. What is this? Support frame and connectors. Okay. Yeah, that's the, oh. So you're still working on this part, and we are supporting, I believe, the ailerons, the connectors. Great. So let's get on with that. Again, let's take a look at our parts in 66. Looks like quite a few parts in this one. So CM, GP, and UP. There's nothing else in that box. Let's move our screws to one side. Take a look what's inside here. So these are the holders. And I don't see anything else there. Okay, so we have these and that. So let's get these on. So again, we need this part. And let's go close. Turn that over. And we're working on the left side. You can see the L there. And we need to find this bracket. And hopefully you can see it shows a L as well. And with this cutout, it just goes, well, hopefully it goes just in here. There we go. Slots just like that. And we need a couple of screws now. We need some CM screws, which is these ones. So it's going into 3 positions. And so one just there, one in the middle, and one at the far end. Let's put the middle first, I guess. It just holds it in place. I put a bit of oil in that. So I'll be back with you when the others are screwed in as well. Okay. That top one was a bit difficult, but that's screwed in. So now we need to get some more parts. Just slowly balance that. Now we need this part, and you will see a L underneath. And with this, you can see a smaller and a bigger one. And with this side facing towards this way, it needs to just slot in here. So just remember the big one goes to the rear of this. And now we need to put a screw into the front one. So that was a UP screw. So it needs to go in from this side. And we need to see the hole. It's going into plastic. Let's see if that's gone. Making sure that I'm not going through something that I shouldn't, but I think we're okay now. So that's connected. Now we need a different screw for the rear. Hopefully you can see that. So that's screwed in. Just very carefully. We need for the rear a GP screw. So let's try and line that up. I could see the hole through there. Okay, the rear one's now in place. The rear one was quite difficult, only because I'm trying to not go through somewhere I don't need to, because I was scared I'm gonna damage this part. But it's in. But how does this work? Okay, like that. Oh, both of them flip at the same time now. Okay, let's see if there needs any kind of adjustments. Okay, well, it's working, so let's do now the other side. So again, the right one. This goes over. So we need CM screws again, and that's in 1, 2, 3. So that's the middle, but we need to lift that off because we don't want to break anything. It's going into metal, so a little bit of oil. So I'm going to get these 3 in its place, and I will be back with you. So that's all 3 of them now screwed in. So we need to get this part again, and remember the bigger one to the rear, which was this side now. So just slot that in. That looks okay. You know what? We might put this. Oh, let's follow the instructions. So we need a UP screw to this side, to the front one. So I can see that's lined up. Hopefully, where I moved it, it should stay. Let's try screw this in. So I think that's fine. Yeah, that's gone through to the other side. So that's screwed in. Now we need to the rear. Just needs slight adjustments. Need to find exactly where that hole is before even attempting. There we go, it's around there. And we need for the rear a GP screw. So let's just make sure that's lined up. And we need to just get this correct. I think that's okay. Hopefully it doesn't move. I finally got it. So that's now screwed in place. And everything's still intact. Let's see. Seems to be moving. I guess that's fine. Hopefully. So that's the end of this issue. So let's move on to our next one. So this is issue 67. And If I open this up, put our parts to a side. Once again, take a look at our magazine. Oh, that's... I can't wait for... I hope Fanholm releases that one. Yeah, that's one of my favorite Batmobiles. Okay, the right center console and... what's that? Several of its components. This it looks interesting. Oh, great. I think I have a surprise for this part for mods, so let's get on with that. These are our parts in issue 67, and that's empty. And DP screws, these are probably parts. Let's take a look at this one. There we go. Oh, I don't think nothing else in that. Nope. So let's get our parts fitted. So these two parts are the same. And you have this shaft. And you can see like a key-shaped hole. And you can just about see that. And we need to put this through. Just like that, and it will stop it turning in a certain position. So what we need to do now is get this part, and we need to put, let's just see, this like that, I believe. So let's see if we could get this right. It just goes like that. Just there. So that's why probably it's quite floppy in there, because there's nothing holding that. So I'll fit it and then probably fix that. We need a DP screw. And that will go just here. I'm going to get a screwdriver and screw this, and I'll be back with you. So that's screwed in place, but I'm not happy with that at all. I think it needs some kind of washer. My 3D printer has broken down. I would have made a washer right now just to go against that, because I could see that's not going to be tight, I don't believe. But anyways, it's on. So let's move on. So we have these two parts, and you just put them together. Well, I believe you do. How does this go? Let me just make sure. Oh, sorry. I think we need 3 parts. So it's this part and this part. Strange they did it like that. I'm always so scared to put these parts together. There we go. And then why does that look strange? Perhaps it's not. Okay, no, it's not. And then like that. So, and then we have this part. That's a key-shaped hole, so can't really go wrong. That will just fit on the end. Perfect. That's not bad. Yeah. They could have made one big one. That's strange they did it like that. Must be a reason. Okay, so we need to put this now on here, and that will go just like that. So slide that all the way over so you can see that's working, and the screen there. And then I believe we need to put the next one, which I believe is this way. That's weird. Okay. I guess it's like that. So just slide that on. That should have been like the other way because it's showing like that. But what else now? We need to do... I think we need to put this cog on here next to the R, just there. We need to put a screw through that, and that is a DP screw. Let's try this. Screw that onto that. Get this lined up. Okay. Yep. Spinning. So then we have this part, which I believe just goes here. Just there. And that is the end of our issue. So let's get on with the next part. This is issue 68. We're moving along. Let's put these to the side for now. And let's see what we need to do. Like I said, I really do hope they release this one. Wow. So we have the other side and some more bits and pieces. And hopefully you will see a mod coming soon, which I think you already know what I want to do. But let's see how that goes. Okay, let's get on with that. These are the parts in 68. And nothing else in there. So these are probably all the parts. GP screws, CP screws, and DP screws. So put that to the side, put these to the side. Let's take a look what we have. So that's the opposite side and something else. And let's get this fitted. So we have this part. And we need to put some adhesive tape that came with this. Let's try and separate it, which I don't know if that's possible. I think I did, yep. So just 2 strips down the side. And let's try get this done. I think we need to go above. So just to the corner. Just like that. Press that down. I guess we get the other one on first. Do the same. Let's try put that down. Let's see if I could peel this off in here. Probably not. I think I need a tweezer. Let's see if this tweezer, it's not that brilliant, this one. I need to fix it or get my other one. And just remove that. Packaging and removing backing tape is an issue with me. And let's see. Yep. Okay. That's both of them off. And press that down. So, like that, you can see with the 2 pins, let's place this over and press. That's it. So that's now installed. So let's move on to the next one. So we need this part, and we need to put now what we just made into these holes. Get the other side. So just like that. Let's try to push that down. Now what we need to do, that's on. We need now this part. So this part, like that. There's a pin that goes in there. So let's try line that up. I think this just pushes on. So, yep. That's on. And now we need this part. So not like that, like this. This just slots here. It's not a bad center console, but I might leave it, I might not. Let's see. So I think we need to get some more parts now. So let's get them. So I have retrieved 13 and 14 from our wiring. We need 13 for now. And GP screws. And we need to put number 13 switch just here. So there's our limit switch. I'm just checking. Oh, sorry. So like that. And we need to push this just here. Might need to bend it slightly to get this where it needs to go. Let me just make sure. Yeah, 13 will go just there. But the pin is like in the way. Might need to bend that up and see if that fits better. I think it does. There we go. Just like that. And a GP screw just goes through here. Doesn't need to be too tight, just enough until it bites. So that's not going anywhere. So that's that one done. And I believe we have to get our cable. Just like this. I wonder if we can do that. Yeah. I think that's better. Get that around here. There we go. I think that's better. And we need to get number 14. And 14 goes like that. And another GP screw. Just goes through here. Again, just enough in until it bites, because when you screw these down too much, it does mess up things. Make sure that these switches are working. And we have to feed this cable through this hole, just like that. And make sure that's here and there. Get this again. I think we're okay. Now we have to close this off, making sure no cables are trapped. I think we're okay. Carefully put this. I don't want to trap anything. So this could be a bit fiddly. Let's get the back ones in first. There we go. I think we're nearly there. And this should just clip through, which it did. Okay, and we're good. So that's looking not too bad. So this is a CP, no, sorry, this is a DP screw going into the opposite side here. Just gonna try screw this in tight as possible, which I think that's fine. And that's holding up, which that's good. Now we need 2 CP screws. So that's going one this side. That screwdriver's not good at all. Let's try that again. So that's the first one. And one more. And we're nearly there. And that's it. So that's not too bad. And that's holding up. That's moving. Okay. Let's see what else needs to be done. So 4 GP screws on this side now. So let's get them screwed in and then I'll be back with you. So that's the first one. That's all of the screws now in place. We have the caps, sorry, there. Just gonna put this in just like that. So one, and the other side the same. Perfect. So that's it. That's the end of this issue. That's not too bad. But I think we can do a lot better. So, yeah, let's move on to our next issue. These are coming out from underneath. They're not trapped. So, great. So this is issue 69. I think we are done with our center console. Let's take a look at this magazine. Goodness me. Now that's given me an idea, if that ever comes out. So we're doing the left window and its frame. So that's pretty simple. So let's get on with it. So this is the parts for issue 69. Let's just open this up. And that's metal. There's a lot of metal parts in this, which is great. This should be the window. Nothing else. Perfect. And what we need to do is just slot this in place. So just follow the pattern. This is for the left side. And that's it. I might put a bit of resin on that just to keep that in place, because it's just held in by pins, which it might not need, but that's looking good. And that's the end of that issue, so let's move on to the next one. Last but not least, this is issue 70. So let's just open this up. Move our parts to the side. And let's take a look. Let's see, this is the left panel. Okay, so we're just attaching it to what we just made. A couple of screws. And that's it. And we are receiving the left flank. So, yep, that's it. So let's go on. Parts in issue 70. So we have CM screws. I think CM screws has been used quite a lot in this build. And let's take a look. This is metal. And I don't think there's nothing else. Nope. So that's that. So let's get our next one to put that on. So we have these parts. And this will just fit. So in this angle and with this hole, this will just go into it, just like that. And then we need to screw this and this back one together. So let's get our CM screw ready. Okay, I dipped that in a bit of oil. Let's get one in place first. This one will go just there. So this one here first. I hate when that happens. So let's just balance our screw. And get that in. So that's one. And the last one is just here. Again, a little bit of oil. Perfect. So that's both of them in place. That's looking good. So that brings us to the end of our issue. So let's see what we have done. We have done that. We have done this. And we have completed our ailerons, which I'm very happy about. I really hope you enjoyed that. If you could do us a massive favor, if you could support our channel by hitting that subscribe button and thumbs up, that would be great. Thanks a lot again. Look forward to seeing you all next time. Goodbye for now.